geez, that is huge.
Straight in. Look at that. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, he's not a big fish. Oh, he's not bad though.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Woo-hoo! Pricey! Hey guys, this time around we've flown up to Mackay. We just finished filming at the Cod Classic down in Vic, New South Wales border, Mawala. And now we've flown up to Mackay. We're going to fish with a guy called Peter Price, and he's local here in Mackay that loves chasing big barra in the impoundments. And Mackay's a good place because it's pretty close to Peter Faust and a few other spots up here as well that hold big barra. Unfortunately, it's been fishing a bit slow, but Peter, he reckon he's got it pretty wide. He's been sounding a lot of big fish over the last week. Just got to entice a few, and I brought a whole stack of lures with me to try. Even some of the guys down at the Cod Classic gave me some, look at that big rat. I've never heard of anyone catching a big barra on one of these, but you know, why not? Might throw that around one night. So it should be good. Hopefully you'll learn a trick or two. Let's go meet Peter.
Yeah, my name's Peter Price. I live in Mackay, been here about 18 years. I'm married with two lovely kids, a boy and a girl, Ashley and Sean. I love my lure fishing, mainly Barramundi. Yeah, we've got 3 really good dams here in Mackay, impoundments, some really big fish here, so I love my freshwater dam fishing because go out fishing, come home, you can park your shed in the boat in the shed and don't have to worry about washing it till the next day. So it's really good. Yeah, that's me.
So there's not a lot of structure in here then?
You don't have to worry about snagging.
Big and open, eh?
You know what happens.
Huh.
I'll go and show you these barra. Hopefully they're sitting on this rope. Then we might duck over and do the weed bed over this other side. See them all there?
Yeah.
When we go down this back weed edge, it's 9 or 10 feet, and we'll anchor up there and see if fish are coming through, and that's
better.
That's the ideal spot.
So you're going to go smaller?
I reckon even something maybe
like that.
Like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll throw that. Just harder in the wind. When
yeah.
There's,
but I've got plenty of gear if you know, maybe even this, you know, up against the weed edge might go even all right too. You know, I normally just use weedless plastics like in the weed, and that little lure, you know, something like maybe even that, you know, throw up against just something that only gets down a little bit.
Yeah. So old Eagle Eye Pricey's just spotted a Barramundi tail. And it's literally, he's just said that its nose is down in the weed and they have their tails sitting up, and they'll actually just basically sleep there during the middle of the day. They come into these holes right in the middle of all the weed here. And in all honesty, I reckon most fishers would ignore these spots thinking they're too shallow, too much weed, but you just never know. His tail's gone down now. You just never know. If you get your lure in front of him, flutters down in front of his nose, he might just give you that instinctual bite and you just might get that fish. That was cool to see. Very cool to see, mate. Let's go catch him.
Yeah.
There's barra in this place. There's proof. Oh my Lord, that is a big fish. Look, his tail's as big as my hand. Look at that.
We call it an airstrike, I reckon. Get out the area.
Well, geez, that is huge.
But see, that one there is in our favour because we might be able to float across to it from here.
To that one down there?
Yeah, but we'll have a shot at this one.
Oh, good Lord, look at the size of that.
But the good thing about them, they're not asleep. They're only up in here toasting. You know, they're not parked. You know, they're not asleep. They're just in here chilling.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of that tail. That is the biggest fishing tease I think I've ever had in my life. That is, oh good Lord.
But they got to eat sometime.
I know I'm carrying on like a pork chop, but I tell you what, it's a long way away, and if it looks big that far away, that's over 100 metres, then that is a very big fish. Big boil.
Yeah, rightio. So we'll just head up to Pinnacle, which is Pinnacle Pub, the old famous pie and chips.
Oh, that sounds good.
Nice drink for lunch, and then after that, just up over the range from Pinnacle is Timbra Dam.
Timbra.
Yeah,
Okay.
Timbura. Some people call it. I call it
Okay.
Timbra. Some
Timbra.
people call it Timbura. But Timbra Dam, and
And you saw a few fish there the other day, yeah?
yeah, we got 5 bites and a couple of jump offs.
Oh,
so
stop it.
Hopefully, the fish are going to play tonight.
Mate, I can't get that fish's tail out of my head.
Oh no, there's some big fish.
Oh my God. Do you have Coke, no sugar?
Yeah.
Oh. That was a awesome feed.
Yeah, no, it's
So
bloody
good.
magic, eh?
And now, what's the plan, mate? It's 4 o'clock, right on
Yeah.
the dot.
Yeah.
What will we do straight up?
We're going to go into the back of the bays along the lily edges and the timbers.
Yep.
And we'll just run and gun into a few bays and timbers, try and pick up that early fish.
Yep.
And then as it starts, the sun starts to go down, we'll come back out into the main basin and get on a big flat point and just wait for those big fish to move
To come
up on
through.
there.
Yeah. All right, that sounds like a plan. What a pretty place.
It is a beautiful dam.
Let's go fishing.
See these cattle, they must have swam out there. Like some of the islands, they're all islands there.
So we've had a bit of a flick around along the edges here. Unfortunately, we haven't even seen a fish on the sounder, which is a little bit concerning. However, we've come out of the deep water here, and this is a nice big flat just behind us. So it's come out of about 100 feet, and it's made its way back up to about 10 feet. And this is the spot the other night you saw him, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had some big fish come through, so.
So basically we hit the spot lock on the Minn Kota, and we just sit here, wait for that sun to drop, and hopefully those barra come through again. We're going to throw all sorts of things at them. From flat shads, look at that thing. You've taken the weight out of that, just put a normal jig head on it. I'm throwing one of these bone jointed lures, got a bit of a chin weight on it to get it down. We're going to throw, oh mate, all sorts of things. I tell you, the one that really has been working is the live mullet. Then there's another Xeric. Look at that thing. Yee. They love a big profile like that, don't they?
Yeah, any big stuff, we're after big fish, so.
Yeah. So now it's just a matter of casting, and a little bit more casting, and hopefully we can find a big girl. Fingers crossed, eh?
Sometimes you have the issue where when you cast out, that'll travel or go over your line and it fouls that cast, where this way, barra can still, these will pull out. So it's the best of both worlds. So
That's very clever.
yeah, 7-inch flat shad in the Fat Betty colour. So it's pretty legendary colour up here for the old barra.
Very cool.
Look at that.
Having a drink, all right? Oh yeah, there's a few out the side there. Holy smokes, look at them all. Ooh. Sounds like a good one, mate. Big fish, mate.
No, I don't think it's huge, but
We'll take it.
yeah, we'll take him, mate. Don't worry about that. Look at that, he's a rat. But one thing about Timbra fish, they've got some going on, mate.
Oh yeah, he's definitely having a go.
I'll bring him around to you.
Yep. Once I'm
There's a
there,
fish.
I'll go to the fish. Here we go, fish is here. Yeah. Yes.
You wouldn't think, but they're only rats. But gee, they've got some going on for little fish in this dam. Look at the sounder here. Look at that there.
Is it loaded? Oh, Look at them all.
That school come through and
Oh, mate.
made how magic's that.
Congratulations, brother.
Oh,
Well
it's-
done, Pricey. Mate, that is perseverance. That
that's-
fish is probably, what, 82, 84 centimetres?
Yeah, nice and fat fish. And
Fat
nice.
fish, and we have fished for hours and hours and hours and cast and cast and cast.
We've been vibing. We're in 7-8 feet of water, and some of the vibes, because you can watch it on your sounder, one there before was on its nose and it just swam past. So
But this guy ate it.
this one ate it.
Yes! All right, let's get him out and have a look, eh?
Yeah.
He's behaving very nicely at the moment. Yeah, mate, let's have a closer look before we send it back. Oh, yes, what a beautiful fish. It's not that giant one we're after, but still.
It's a start, eh? And sometimes these smaller fish got a faster metabolism, so sometimes they'll feed before the big girls, but
Hopefully, that's
and
the
look
start.
how thick she is.
Yeah, very healthy fish.
You know, for a little fish they give you some, but we want that metre plus, but it's a start and we'll take it, eh?
Oh, look at that. With the torch on them. They look amazing, don't they?
See the purpley colour in these ones up here?
Yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
She's biting down. Thanks very much, mate.
Cheers, buddy. Oh, thank the Lord above. No, thank you, Pricey. That's
At least
great.
it sort of gets
Woo.
that different taste in your mouth, doesn't it?
Well, after an awesome sleep in this morning, after a mammoth day yesterday, we're back on Kinchant Dam and we're going to fish this whole afternoon. It's about 3 o'clock now. We're going to fish right through the afternoon and into the evening, and hopefully we can find a big fish in here. This is impoundment fishing. It can be absolutely electric. You can get one after the other, and it can be like it is right now, very, very frustrating with only a few fish. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to get out there, we're going to cast our butts off, and hopefully, yeah, big barra for Pricey.
Start the next one, I'll plane him up for you.
Yep.
See how he's coming around, and
Yep.
then I'll just plane him up.
Straight
Look at that. That's what we wanted.
Yoo-hoo!
See that?
Yeah!
That's what we wanted.
Happy
eh?
days, mate. Well done, Pricey. That's awesome.
Lock and load early in the day, eh?
Oh my Lord. Oh yes, that is so good.
How chrome he is, eh?
Gorgeous fish.
Beautiful fish.
Unbelievable. Like I said, thousands of casts the day before for one fish close to midnight. Third cast, 3:30 in the afternoon, fish. That's
like
how
it.
fickle these barramundi can be.
Well, we've got a couple of things happening, haven't we?
There's an actual tide change right now. Now, obviously there's no tide in here, but believe it or not, the actual tide out in the ocean still influences what the fish do here. It's when the sun, the earth, the moon are lined up in a certain way and the tides change, these fish still feel that, and they will actually start feeding on a tide change, or even leading up to a tide change, or just after. And the tide change, it was at 3:30, which is about 15 minutes ago. So that's just crazy. Just have a look at this thing.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Woo-hoo! Pricey!
Straight up.
Nice fish. Let's get a photo together, mate.
Yeah.
You know, we still got the hooks in these.
I grab them by the tail, and you just take your hand out of their mouth so they can get a bit more oxygen in.
Boom, away he goes.
He's going back to his mate.
You!
How magic's that, eh?
Well done, brother. My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
I haven't even got a cast in yet. Here's your hook back. Here's your
Okay.
pliers back. Now get out of my way. I'm catching a fish.
always wondered how many turns of the reel you do on a day's barra fishing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you had $1 for every one, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? For me personally, and I'd imagine Pete, you probably agree with this, it's not always about the fishing.
No.
Have a go at that.
That's magic, isn't it?
It really is. That is just, that's a gift to us at the end of the day.
We live in a lucky country, don't we? You know, you can come out and do this sort of stuff, and it's good catching fish, but it's special being out here, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. Fish are the bonus.
If your blood pressure doesn't drop doing this sort of stuff, it's probably not going to, eh?
That's right. Get out, go fishing more.
Yeah.
It's such a good thing.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful sunset.
Holy smokes.
Look at that. How many fish are there?
Come on. He's hooked well.
I'm coming, mate.
Yeah, he ran straight at me.
Well done.
I got the light rod here, but
Yeah.
it's handling it nicely. It's not a monstrous fish. That was the absolute shrimp.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, jeez.
They're wanting that finesse, aren't they?
Yeah, nice and slow, just along the bottom. Come back, mate. Yeah, he's not a big fish. Oh, he's not bad though.
Coming right up beside you, mate.
Come on, come out of there. Come out of there.
Got the absolute shrimp down at the bottom.
Oh. Been waiting for this feeling, mate.
You got that many fish coming through, they had to eat.
Had heated eventually, didn't
And you
they?
had to just keep working on what you need to feed them, mate.
Come back, come back. Oh, get away from that motor. Geez, going hard.
Yeah, no, nice fish. Breathing.
This is what it's all about right here.
Laying him up this time.
Yeah, no, he's gone again. No, not quite, not quite.
This time, laying him up.
Here we go.
Yeah, come around this time.
Yes.
How good's that, mate? Magic.
Pricey. Pricey.
We found the fish, we just had to get them to eat.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thanks for showing me your backyard.
No, that's magic, mate. It's great fishing because you know, it's a new technique, isn't it? Something different, eh?
We have thrown every lure you could imagine known to
Big,
man.
small.
Yeah, and I'd never caught a barra on one of those absolute shrimp, but there's freshwater shrimp in here.
Yeah.
Barramundi love eating shrimp. So you just got to sort of try and think like them, and all I did was slow roll it along the bottom. Didn't even flick it, just slow roll, and he's picked it up off the bottom. You can see that absolute shrimp is in his gob, and he's just pinned at the top of the mouth there, and so that'll come out nicely. Being a single hook, it's very, very good to the fish.
Put him somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at that.
There he is, that's that absolute shrimp. Tell me that doesn't look totally realistic.
It's coming along the bottom. I think he's all nice and safe, and they'll
Sucked him in.
Because of the weight of it too, they can suck them in.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. Yet there's enough weight to cast. Okay, so let's just wrap it around him.
Once they start to get that 80, they start thickening up, don't they?
Oh, they sure do. Oh, they split up. Oh, she gave me a bath for her trouble. Oh, that was great. Thanks, Pricey.
Well done.
Thank you, mate. You can say it now.
How good's that?
That was fantastic. Oh gosh, it's so worth it. Putting in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of casts. And I know these aren't meter fish as yet, but we've certainly seen plenty come through on the sounder, and we still may get one. But even if we don't, this is absolutely fantastic fishing. And my first barra at Kinchin Dam with this bloke. That was cool. So Pricey, what brings you back out here time after time after time?
I've always wanted to be good enough in my barra fishing to, every time I went on the water I actually caught a fish, but I'm probably running about 60%, so I don't think I'll ever get that good. But
Yeah.
they're frustrating, but just one of these things. I think because you never work them out, that's why you want to come out next time and try and work a bit more out. So
It's a constant challenge, isn't it?
yeah, and look at the fish we saw. You know, like we sat on fish, 2-3 hours of just fish 4 and 5 on the screen,
And just wouldn't eat.
and and you got one bite.
Yeah.
Then other nights you come out and they just eat, and it's not that hard. But
So
just really-
what's the future hold for Pricey? How long will you reckon you'll do this in your life?
I love it, the fresh water, you know, the empowerments, just because of your gear. You don't have to do as much maintenance, and they can't go anywhere, they're in here.
Yeah.
So, I'll do it as long as able to do it. It's just something that I love doing, you know. It's my happy place, being on the water. Look at it tonight, you know, there's no wind.
Oh,
you're
it's
just floating
magnificent, isn't
around.
it?
It's just beautiful. It's just something I like doing, you know.
Well, I've had a ball, mate. It's a
Yeah.
great place, nice introduction to Kinchin Dam, and it's it's been great, and we've caught some lovely fish, and I'm sure I'll be back, and we will get a bigger fish together.
Yeah, no,
We
and
will.
like I said, you know, you're a great bloke, and
Oh, good on you, buddy.
yeah, so
Well, thanks for hooking up with Bergie.
you're right here, mate. Thanks very much.
Cheers,
eh?
Pricey.
Yeah, appreciate it. Bye.
Let's go home, go to bed. I'm smashed.